Hey everybody, it's Will. Hopefully you can hear me okay. And I'm so excited to jump in, guys. We're going to do a full breakdown of not just the AI stock system that I'm using right now to get greater returns than I've ever experienced ever, but also that another 100 investors and traders are using as well to skyrocket the amount of or you could the opposite of skyrocket, take way less time to do analysis. So I was going to say skyrocket at the time, but that wouldn't make any sense. Drastically minimize the time that it takes to do analysis and get answers quicker and have more confidence in your investing. So I just want to start off quick picture of the market. What a week for this market. We had some really green data center companies in the AI markets. How many of you guys have seen the AI markets and you think we're just getting started? That's what I'm thinking here. So we see the markets really rally towards the end of the week with a ton of green. We got multiple positions ending out 2025 with over 100% returns. It's been an amazing year. It's a super exciting time to be looking, but there's also some issues. There's some problems that I've had. When I first started investing, I would feel like I was doing everything right, but the results weren't always showing up. How many of you guys have ever felt that way? I remember when I was first investing and I thought this is exactly how it should be. This should work. I have my analysis, my technical analysis, my fundamentals, and it wouldn't work. And I'm like, it wouldn't give me the results I want. I end up losing. I get so discouraged. I remember that the shift that I had was not trying so many different strategies. How many of you guys have, like, be honest in the chat? Go ahead, comment. Go ahead, comment in the chat. Who here has had at least one strategy that should have worked but didn't seem to work? Anyone? Comment down below. Let me know if that's been anything that's happened to you. So while we've had really good returns this year, there's some investors, a lot of investors, that are still having so much confusion in this AI market. And so today I want to actually share with you the exact system I'm using to not only capitalize on the AI markets, but also how to actually use AI to capitalize on those markets. So that's going to be the difference for you in 2026 here, is not only investing in the right market, but also using the right tools in the right market. So we're going to jump into it. I see some comments here. Ramon, what's going on? Peter934, good to see you here. Carl, hey, Carl86, how are you guys doing? So very excited. Type ready if you're open to seeing my entire, I'm going to peel back the curtain here, my entire analysis strategy for investing in AI companies in 2026. Go ahead, comment, type the word in the chat, ready, if you're open to seeing this year differently. Because I'm going to be sharing with you guys some things that might kind of challenge your beliefs a little bit. You might actually feel like, whoa, is that actually how it is? And I'm excited to share that because these are the things that change the game for me. So let's jump into it. I see the readies in the chat. Ready, ready, ready. Awesome. Okay, let's jump into it. It's going to be value packed. It's also going to have an amazing offer for you guys related to using AI in your investing. So not only is it going to be super valuable for you, and you're going to get the exact secrets that I've discovered. They're not really secrets. They're available, but they've taken me years and many mistakes to find. And I'm going to give them to you here. And then on top of that, you're also going to get the chance to, if you want to use the exact same AIs that I use in my investing for the actual analysis, then you can do that as well. Does that sound fair? How about this too? If I give you a strategy that would make you much more this year, would it make sense to potentially invest in making that possible for yourself? If you could see the return on investment, can I get you to commit to that? Because I'm going to share with you something here that could change your entire year. I'm so excited to share. But at the same time, whatever happens in this presentation, you're going to have some ability to help yourself make your money work harder than you do. That's what we want to do here. Okay, let's jump into it. So this is the slideshow. Can you guys all see the blue screen on the screen right now? It should say learn the step-by-step AI stock trading system. Does everybody see this? Blue screen. Good. I see the readies in the chat. All right. Robert. Hey, Robert. We got Lee here. All right. Type yes if you guys see the blue here and you're ready to see how we're getting good results in 2026. How are we going to get some more stocks with over 100% returns? Can everybody see the blue screen? Good to go? Can you hear me? See the blue screen? All right. I'm so excited. So let's jump into it. Yes. Okay. I see the yeses. And you don't have to say yes. You could say anything other than yes. You could say any other word than yes. Say a different word than yes. Go ahead. Comments, different word than yes. Okay. I see it. Ready. All right. Ready for the ride. Let's jump in. So I see it. Robert says, cool. Okay. So today, we're going to drop, I love to see everybody here. It's exciting. Learn the step-by-step AI stock trading system that I've been using for 5+ years to pocket regular $1,000 weekly returns and pick highly profitable stocks in AI profit markets with just 20 minutes a day on the go. So I'm going to get right into this. My AI stock trading system works for thousands of investors and traders because it focuses on one thing: AI profit markets. A lot of value and a lot of profits. So if the term AI profit markets is new to you, that's okay, because I'll explain everything. So AI profit market it's a vehicle where your speed to profits are faster and your return on investment are higher than in non-easy profit markets. Okay? You guys ready to learn? Drop a 1 in the chat if you're ready to learn. Here we go. Ready to learn about AI profit markets? So this means if you invest in AI growth markets, you make more money more often for less time and less money invested for your portfolio growth. So AI profit markets are enjoyed by the top 1%. For staying to the end, I'm going to give you the opportunity to download my AI profit market ranking guide so you'll always know the best AI stocks to invest in 2025. Does that sound awesome? All of the best stocks to invest in 2025. I see the ones in the chat. Let's go, guys. All right. So a little on the personal side, if you guys are just tuning the YouTube channel for the first time, I live here in the foothills. I'm just outside Tahoe in California, the base of Sierra Nevadas. I've been married to my beautiful bride, Tammy, for about 3 years. They've been the best years of my life. And we love to travel. In fact, we just got back from another country, went to Argentina for a little bit, which was crazy. And we both love living in new cultures, trying new foods, all of those things. And this is what I'm going to clarify for you. So this isn't about working harder. Like, I show you these photos because I've been able to travel by implementing these things. And if you're here, you're ready for real results, I'm going to show you that. And this is not about the effort. Okay. Let me clarify. What I'm going to teach you today is how you can turn profits from AI and tech without a big portfolio in stocks you don't need to stress about the risk with, or guess whatsoever, but by capitalizing on the profitable boom of AI. If you could understand what I said, does that make sense? Everybody wants to be a part of the profitable boom of AI. So here's the process. You're going to find profitable AI stocks you add to your watch list, identify when the stocks have become undervalued, virtually on the go, and then enter on the low and sell on the high for a premium payday each and every month. Ready for the process? Let's jump into it. Okay, so if you've ever thought this, maybe it's me, maybe you think, oh, maybe the reason I'm not having success in my investing is it's just because of me. It's my brain. I'm not in the right mindset or something. And that actually is such a small point. It's so much more going to be based on the market that you're in. So take a look at this. The S&P 500 it equals about 8% return per year, which maybe keeps up with inflation. If you invest $5,000, then you might come out with $5,400 by the end of the year. Whereas if you invest in AI and tech, that same investment of $5,000 could be worth up to $29,000 in the same period of time. So the trader of this AI stock found our analysis of the company, took up the opportunity to enter a position, and then they watched as billions in volume flocked to the stock and grew their position before cashing out. Okay, so if you're struggling to invest profitably and you're trying to go outside of the S&P 500, it doesn't mean that you're bad at investing. Would you guys just look at this? 58% returns. Let's say you have a really great return in the S&P 500, really great returns, okay? Then you might make up to $7,900. Whereas that same investment in an AI market, an AI profit market, would turn a $10,000 return and you'd come out with $15,000. So there's no fancy indicator, no big news catalyst, no complicated analysis strategy, just an AI stock with an undervalued status and a proven strategy to generate a return. And I see James here, Dave, what's going on? Michael, see Tron here. What's going on, guys? Hey, guys. So what I'm going to explain to you here is why the effort hasn't been the problem. You'll see here what I mean. I'm going to just stick with me here for a sec. And look, some of you guys say, okay, those returns look great, but if I'm, trading or I'm investing in some of these high growth stocks that get those returns, there's capital gains taxes that I have to pay on these profits. Now, there is, but most people don't know how to bypass them, but that's something I'll also show you how to do later. All right, so over the next few minutes, you'll learn how to identify hundreds of undervalued stocks throughout the tech sector and dozens of great deals ready to buy. Are you guys ready? All right. So type staying in the chat, type the word staying if you want the full picture here of the AI profit markets. Type staying in the chat if you want the whole picture. Okay? If you guys stay to the end here, you'll never look at the markets the same way again. Okay. I see you all tuned in. Awesome. Oh, from the Netherlands. We have people from all over the world tuned in. Steven says, didn't realize you live in foothills. I got my dog in Auburn, California. I'm super close to Auburn. That's funny you say that. Staying. Okay, I'm seeing staying in the chat. Staying. Okay, Jason says staying. Lyndon says staying. Aldo says staying. All right, we got staying. Yoda. We got Clooney. We got Gene, Mokafor, Muddy, staying. Okay, let's keep going. All right, Robert, staying. If you've been around stocks for any time, you might say to yourself, well, this is just normal value-based trading. If you just saw what I showed you, how you could get more returns from investing in AI versus just the S&P 500, you might say, that's just normal value-based trading, Will. I already understand this, so what's so different? I'm glad you asked, and I'll explain everything. But in a nutshell, this is just value-based trading, which is why anyone can do it, and it's so simple. But the key to what I'll be teaching you today is to do it in the right market, not just online. So what are the right markets here? Stick with me. Here's the deal. Not all markets are created equal. Think about your situation, okay? Some markets are large indexes and they have very slow moves and they're dragged down with diminishing returns. In other markets, the profits are higher. There are a lot of new technologies and market cap saturation is far less. So if you're trying to make money as an investor or an entrepreneur in a non-easy profit market, you are 100% working harder than you have to. And probably you're not getting the results that you want. Can you feel it? Okay, how many of you guys think you're missing something in this AI market. All right, if you follow this, things are going to get so much more simpler for you. So here's how I learned this. See, most people tend to think that the guy that's pouring money into index funds might be better off growing faster and bigger than the guy buying the AI and the tech. But that's not what I found. What I found and what mattered most was not the person, their diversified portfolio, financial stowaway, or anything else. The number one thing that leads to success was the market that they focused on. That could be great news for you. See, many investors, they burn out not because they lack the discipline, but because they waste time in markets with no edge. So if you've been struggling or you've been wondering how to get some quick profits from the tech and AI markets, being here today will show you why these things might not be working and exactly what you can do about it. So look, success is right there within reach. You just have to make the small adjustments that most people never really tell you about. So if there's one thing I want you to take from your time and from this class today, it's this. It's not you, it's not the strategies that you've learned or the effort you're putting in that is keeping you from making extra money, quitting your job, or adding another $5,000 a month to your portfolio. It's your market. Someone says something's not right. The PPT is trimmed. What does that mean? What does that mean? Is my voice, can you guys hear me okay? Is it on track with the screen? Hopefully. Okay, so write this down. If you're taking notes here, write this down, and you should be, if you want to really absorb this information. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you here something that I learned from a lot of different textbooks, but also a lot of real world experience. And I learned it by losing time, by losing money, and losing a lot of energy to learn these things. But here's the thing. I've made every mistake so you don't have to. Okay, so things are trimmed on the left. Got it. Okay, well, I'll take a double look. Let's see if maybe, there we go. Maybe that's a little better. Should be able to see it. Okay. Should not be cut anymore. So hopefully that does not happen. Okay. But write this down. The market you choose to invest in will make you more money than your smartest strategy without it. So this was the aha moment number one that I had. Okay, at this point, let's all agree, number one, not all markets are created equal. Some markets will make you more money faster than others. And number three, you can continue settling for average investments with little returns or follow a proven system to get results. So if you get this and you really understand what I'm telling you here today, the old bad results can disappear and you can start getting the results that you want. Do you guys get it? Does everybody get this? So basically, would you rather learn from the trial and error, or would you rather get the information from somebody that's already paid that price? More importantly, will you do something with this information to start getting the results that you want? You see, guys, once I realized this, I learned how to capitalize on it, and things changed for me. The old results disappeared, making money got a whole lot easier, and stock trading has never been the same, and my earnings have skyrocketed. So I want to say this. Number one, if you're tuned in right now, you are not alone. Number two, it's not your fault. And number three, there's a simple solution, which is what you'll learn here today. Why Thomas was dead wrong, and how this revelation ended up producing $8,000 in just 2 short days at an $8,000 payday. Chris S says, we entered a stock position in an AI market last week and have gained 16%. Now time to find our next pick. Love your system. The market that you choose to invest in will make you more money than your skill. So listen, guys, it's not about strategies. You have more than enough strategies. You've gotten a ton of strategies from everywhere. You see a strategy every single place you go. There's a new strategy. It's about better markets. Because the market that you invest in will do all of the heavy lifting for you. And this is the aha moment number 2 that I had, which changed everything, which was when you focus your effort in the right market, you'll produce better, more consistent, and faster results than going bigger and spending more. So this means that you can make more money by spending less money on assets to make returns, and by focusing first on specific markets and then on specific sectors in those markets. Does that make sense? That some markets move faster than others? Do you guys, this is making sense to everyone? You guys are all tracking right now? So I'm looking for something from you right now. It's 2026, guys. We're entering another year. In this last year, we had some amazing opportunities, and some of us, a lot of us here in the stock meet community and here on the channel, we were able to capitalize on these opportunities. And some people, they missed the opportunities. But I want to share this with you, okay? If the idea of making more money faster by investing less money in stocks sounds good to you, commit to it. Not all of the effort that you see in the market is rewarded equally. You see, I want you to make the decision right now that you're committing to doing things differently than you've done in the past, because you're committed to get the results that you want. We're entering another year here. Let's make it happen. So imagine picking an easy profit market or an AI profit market, identifying the most profitable path in the right sectors, and then putting all of your effort on making money with a high growth AI stock or high growth AI stocks. So then it's not so much about having perfect strategy, it's positioning from the get-go in the right place. So stocks that are already filled with untapped profit and returns, and where institutions will be actively buying. So take a look at this artificial intelligence market size worldwide in the billions of dollars, looking at the US. So you guys might not be able to see, the text is really small and I didn't drop it in here very well. Okay, but this is really simple. I mean, this is not anything that's too hard to read, but basically you could just see that the machine learning and the AI and autonomous robotics and computer vision, the large language models, you can see the growth happening just up until 2026, and it's grown way faster than anticipated. And this market is anticipated to grow to way more than this into 2020, 2030. You can just see the hockey stick pattern, really. This is where the institutions will actively be buying, and we already see it happening today. So already, can you see how investing in the right markets could reduce your risk than investing in markets that are more like uncertain? And like, this is nothing fancy. This is just literally starting at the base level of truth of seeing the market and where it's going. So write this down. The secrets to quick, regular paydays are: the markets where you can make the most money must be chocked full of businesses in the AI and technology sector of stocks. And the markets where you can make the most money must be chocked full of institutional attracting value. Okay, institutional attracting value, that's very important. So the type of value that the company is building would be what institutions would want to buy. Okay, the technique that you'll learn today is called value unwrapping, and it can be done on your laptop, on your phone. You get to choose. So let me explain, and let's just take a step back here for a second. We got these two circles, okay? One on the left is an index fund, and then one on the right here on this side is an AI market. Okay, so you'll notice that on this side, on the index fund side, you have about 70% of the stocks that do okay, 30% do a little bit better, and about a little less than that make and carry the entire index fund. And on that side of the spectrum, it's little to no pay. You spend the money into the index fund and you wait. Now on the AI market side, you see about 90% are in the failures, or the ones that have lots of competition and there's a lot of FOMO, there's pump and dumping, and it causes unprofitability. And then there's about 10% of the AI stocks that are making up and carrying, let's say, the S&P 500, or becoming the most profitable companies. And so the AI markets that are in that 10% and that overlap into the same type of companies that would be included in index funds, we call that the honey hole. So I call this the honey hole because it's where there's lots of profits and there's growing AI stocks. So there have been big changes in the financial industry over the past 2 years, and more to come. And this is exactly why I'm teaching you this today and why it's so important. Because imagine having a strategy to select the best stocks that are already chock full of profit before deep-pocketed traders. And imagine having a step-by-step blueprint to follow so you can buy and sell those stocks to the richest market makers from the comfort of your phone while on vacation, with your family, or while traveling the world and living life on your terms. So before we continue, I want to make something clear up front. My system here isn't about making the most profitable trade and just making a ton of money fast, right? Although many of them are very profitable. But if you're only 100% interested in only the most profitable trade, then this rest of this training might not be for you. Because what I'm going to be teaching next is all about finding and making consistent trades easier, trades that you can win and profit day after day, week after week, and month after month. So even if you've tried before and failed, I'll show you exactly why my system's different and why none of Wall Street teaches this exact same technique. So the key to success is consistency that allows you to create a portfolio profit machine so regular paydays become expected and normal. So I'm talking about the kind of consistency that allows you to quit your job, get your significant other fully on board so you can go full-time in on the trading money for more money industry. So this is the kind of consistency that allows you to keep your financial partners happy if you're working with other investors, if you have them, because they can make more money and before media hype kicks in. So consistency plus speed equals success. So it's been pretty simple. We went over the different markets, the AI driven markets, the AI profit markets, where they are. There's prime segments of those markets. Okay. Do you already feel like you'd save time at this point by knowing the individual market pieces? Okay. That's my question. Do you already feel like you would save time? Type in the chat right now that you are, just type the word time. Type the word time. If you feel like you would save time given what we've gone over so far. So the AI sector isn't just any market. It's where innovation meets profitability. There are specific stocks that are primed for exponential growth and often overlooked until it's too late. And this is the third moment that I add. This is aha moment number 3. You only need to capitalize on the prime segment in an easy profit market and trade just one stock a month to make a killing with this system. And I see the comments, I see time, yes, I love it. So most people think that they need to build a fund that competes with the biggest and best institutional traders to make money. And most people think, maybe you think this way, that you need to learn to implement 17 different ways to trade stocks. You need to buy an index or have insider information or loans ready to fund all of their investments. And that you need to have $10,000, $100,000, $1 million in cash in your account each month to really cash in. That's not true. And to be frank with you, I think that's one of the hardest ways to try to be successful and see triple-digit annual growth rates, and it often leads to failure. You guys are like, what? What? Right? That's so at this point, okay, this is where you stop collecting information and you start applying some of the things we're going over, okay? So what I want you to realize is that with the right markets, every month there are hidden growth stocks that are extremely set for growth ahead of the media coverage. And you only need one trade that meets your criteria to scale quick analysis into a $10,000 payday or more. And it's by focusing on a single high growth AI stock that fits the system's proven criteria, and you eliminate distractions and amplify your returns. So my system teaches you to add and get laser focused in on the right markets, the right analysis, and in that market, the right analysis, and then in buying in the right way to make a profit. So when you're focused in on the right market, the right assets, and on the right growth trajectory, you don't need to be a trader pro, you don't need to master a complicated strategy, and you don't need to frustrate yourself on the analysis side trying to put your money to work only to come up short. So I call this the trifecta, and it focuses on the right market with the right assets and the right profit plan. So when you use the trifecta and you use it to your advantage, it allows you to screw up most of what the gurus online tell you that you need to learn and master. So this, I want you to see how this can change the game for you. And the goal here isn't to, book profits or just put you in a position where you learn more and you have more information. The goal here is to get you into a position where you get profitable stocks in the market and put thousands each month into hip pocket National Bank, which is my favorite bank. Some of you guys get that. Some of you don't. But most people buy stocks in a state of hope. So here is where your market is with the struggle. Let's say you have $10,000, you're investing, it's up and down, it's volatile, you're getting 8% return, and you make $800. And your market, you might actually, rather than, you have a lot of different stocks, but you might struggle a bit, but then you have one good trade every once in a while, which turns into, $4,000 profit. And you struggle, and then every once in a while, you have a good trade. Now, AI is the single greatest opportunity to capitalize on and trade in our lifetime. How many of you guys are see yourself having some of the best returns that you've had in your life because of AI? Does anybody feel that way right now? Can anybody imagine not doing analysis the old way, but not only using AI, but also making returns you've never seen before because of AI? So if I want you to type, I'm in, if you're done guessing. Type the word I'm in if you're done guessing. Okay. But there's a layer. And this is the wrapper, okay, that you need to remove for your stock selection to truly succeed. See, every stock that you find has a wrapper around it. Something that the biggest players in the stock market rarely share with you is this. And it's the same wrapper that Fortune 500 companies exploit to grow their empires. And here's an example. You might have a Tesla car, but then the Tesla car is running on NVIDIA. So it's actually wrapped by NVIDIA. In fact, a lot of people found NVIDIA by looking at the different technologies that were running Tesla. And then NVIDIA, did you know there's companies that run NVIDIA, like Taiwan Semiconductor? Taiwan Semiconductor provides the chips for NVIDIA. So that's another level to unwrap. Then you have the rare earth minerals that make it possible for the semiconductors. That's another area to unwrap. Do you see how this is changing your perspective on not just buying a stock, but really thinking back to what's making it possible for a stock to have success? You can do this yourself. You can see it right in front of you. Microsoft leveraging tools like ChatGPT, Tesla powered by chips from NVIDIA, NVIDIA reliant on Taiwan Semiconductor, even Taiwan Semiconductor tied to precious metals. So these are just different companies. The same framework is applicable to any company. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy gold. Gold is something you hold. Tech is something you trade. But I want you to imagine if you had that access to knowing which sectors are about to explode before the news hits, grabbing profits others miss because they're focused on the wrong markets, but you're focused on a market where you can unwrap, where you can commit to seeing it differently. Positioning yourself like the pros, but with none of the complexity. I see the comments. I'm right there with you, and I'm so excited to see all the comments. You guys have been so active, and I love to see all of the comments. I've seen I'm in. I see the time comments. It's great. So this isn't about how to be in the right market. This is about trading in the best prime segments of the market and what actually works. Because when you're in the right markets, in the right prime segments of those markets, now you're not having to spend hours and hours stressing or staring at your screen to try and figure out if you're doing it right, or spending more time on the analysis every time because something changes. But you know you're already in the right market. You know that you're already not doing it the old way of just refresh. I've got to find the right stocks, but investing in a way that you're not doing it the old way anymore. You're not just collecting information, but you start applying some of the things that we're going over here. So rather than relying on mediocre stocks, so your portfolio, you might have 500 stocks, 8%, you barely beat inflation. Okay, look something like this. Whereas 10% of the market that we're looking at, the 10% of the market that is actually key, is where you could have 150% returns from 100 different stocks that are carrying the market. So this is the difference. So identifying that prime segment in the greater market is what we do here. That's what we got going on. So did you learn something that you didn't know before? Can you guys kind of see yourself doing this on your own? Can you see yourself doing this alone or with help? So here's the thing. My system fills this gap of opportunity. I'm going to show you how you can do this by yourself, but you can also, if you want to do it with help, that's an option as well. And I'm going to show you how. So the explosive AI tech markets make up about 1 to 3 of the stocks. So we go directly to the emerging markets with this system. So you look for that near-term cash, the type of investments that you could go $500 in and have a $5,000 return. And then the types of investments that are a little more cyclical, but that you continue to build into that will have that recurring revenue type of feel, whether they're AI crypto, they could also be dividend related, but they're the higher growth markets that most investors kind of miss, but the institutions already have identified. So the cyclical cash flows are the types of investments where you go from $1,000 to $10,000. And then the long term, my system increases the value of your portfolio with long-term AI growth engines, 5 to 10 assets. This is your buy and hold. This is where you go from $1,000 to infinity. This is where you hold long-term in some of the longest high value growth AI stocks. So the goal here is to go and get to a point where you're at $15,000 per month with assets, with 3 assets per month per market. So you got these different markets. You got the explosive AI tech, you got the AI crypto companies, and then you have long-term AI growth. Now, the government's very clear that I can't make income claims and that I can't make promises or guarantees of success or making money for someone that uses my system. And I'm only telling you what's possible if you learn, put in the work, and you stick with it. And the truth is, I don't know you, how hard you'll work, or if you'll even follow my system. But I do know that people that are following my systems right now, from what I get from, I have hundreds of testimonials that I've been receiving over this last year, have been amazing results. And look, I don't know you if you'll make any money or not. In fact, as with any investment, you could lose money. So here's what I do know. The AI industry is never easy, but the most simple way I know to make extra money and create sizable returns is to trade assets in these AI profit markets, the easy profit markets. It's what I've been doing for years. It's what I've been teaching for years now. And it's proven to work when people put in the work and work through the roadblocks that always seem to show up. So this is a transition in the training. So make sure that you're taking notes here. So write this down. Simple systems scale. So my system is broken down into 10 repeatable, it's a 10-step repeatable process. It's based on the trifecta of right market, right asset, and right growth offer. And when you do that right, finding AI stocks that become winners is simple. So let's dive in. Step number 1, AI-driven markets. So you want to pick the top 3 assets. I see the comments. Sensei says simple system scale. I love it. JZ from New York. I love it. So my AI-driven market asset analysis or asset selection process is based on 7 proven criteria. So how to rank assets. Compare first to your current assets. Select your top 5 possible assets. Rank each asset based on my 7 selector points. So selector number 1, growth potential. Selector number 2, the momentum. Selector number 3, institutional backing. Selector number 4, AI relevance and innovation. Now we can go through this. Now look at this. The question is, if you could quickly and easily find the fastest to profit AI assets in the industry, and you had a simple system in place to profit and get X times profit collected every month, whatever that goal is, whatever that number is that you have in mind, would you? So step number 2 is AI-driven markets, and you want to find the hottest stocks that the market has to offer. This is the step where I create an AI profit path, which is how you'll find ready to buy AI assets that become growing stocks and crypto. And the key here that you want to know is this is where smart buyers are buying, who those buyers are, and what price to act on. So think about it. When you know these 3 things, finding stocks that are ready to grow is simple. So here's the question. If you had a system that taught you exactly which AI stocks to buy before they explode, helped you act fast without stress or confusion, and let you do it again and again to grow your portfolio, would you? Of course you would. Step 3, AI-driven markets. So picking the undervalued assets. Using the AI profit plan, the path that we just created, you'll hone in and build AI asset lists of just undervalued assets. So this is what keeps your investing risks low and what gets you a higher than normal number of winners in AI that are projected to grow as assets. Remember, you're only investing in 3 assets each month in each market. just the prime segment of each AI market, and that's it. There's nothing complicated here or hard. Then you're going to use my profit calculator to make accurate trades that investors are already eyeing and price your entry for maximum profit with minimal risk. This is awesome. Okay, so the profit calculator is something I use all the time. And where it started was investors were saying, hey, Will, I'm investing in this company, and I see that you're investing at this point, and you have this profit potential in mind, and you know where you're going to sell, and you kind of know where you're going to have a stop loss. But how do you set that every time? How do you think of a new plan every single time? And I thought, oh no, like I have a repeatable process that I can apply to every single stock. And so that's exactly what you get with the profit calculator. So I created this, and I made it available for investors, and then immediately they started telling me that their portfolios and their trading was completely changed because they could enter and exit trades with more confidence and not worry about, are they investing in something that makes sense? Are they investing in something that has the risk management in place, that has the profit potential for them? And so that's when this profit calculator is something you want to use. Now the question is, if you could make trades perfectly priced in for explosive growth without doing complex research, without endless chart analysis and mediocre returns, with little to no risk, would you? So these initial steps make up the foundation of the trifecta. This is the trifecta: the right market, the right assets, and the right growth, the profit growth, the right plan. Vish says, I used to trade options and lost a lot of money, but since I've joined the system, I've learned things, and my portfolio is increasing. He was making 3% in a day, 10% over the last month since he joined it. David says, Will, I'm loving everything about your system. I made about 13% annually in index funds, but I realized this AI tech market is new, and I finally feel like I'm ahead of the game. So since you've learned the keys to the trifecta and 3 of the 10 steps in my AI stock trading system, I want to show you how I personally run my portfolio to maximize profits and minimize risk. So to teach you the rest of my system, I've decided to take a little different approach because I think it will help you and it will make it easier for me to teach. So the reason I think this will work the best is because tying the entire system together is all about creating consistent, repeatable results and eventually getting AI to do 93% of the work for you. So you find the opportunities, let AI-powered tools do most of the heavy lifting for you, analyzing the markets, spotting the undervalued assets, and streamlining those decisions so you can stay ahead of the market. So the question is, if you could get an AI, you only pay when it makes you money, and it does 93% of the work for you, would you? Of course you would. So many of you sent me messages the past few days after watching the AI stock trading system mastermind session that I shared with everyone. And you asked if I would make the AI stock trading system available since I've only taught it to a small select group of investors who got exclusive access. Now, the system has been off the market for a while, and only a handful of people have ever had the opportunity to learn and apply these strategies who you heard on the recorded mastermind session. So that makes the information that I'm about to share with you even more valuable because very, very few people even know this information, and no one can normally get it right now. So look, if this saved you one bad trade, would it be worth it for you? Of course. If this made you more consistent in 2026, would that matter? So after receiving a literal outpouring of requests for access to the system over the past few days, what I've decided to do is reopen a small handful of VIP spots for just a few of you to have on this training. So the truth is, since I wasn't planning to reopen this system, and because I'm only making a very small number of spots available, I'm not offering it at the regular price. And Tammy just brought me some water. I need to drink a little water. One sec. Oh, I'm so excited. Like, I don't know if you guys could hear, but like what we're doing with this AI system, I'm just so excited. So we're not offering it at the regular price. So normally my complete AI trading system, when it's available, could sell for $4,800 for an entire year of consulting. And honestly, it's a steal at that price when you consider the ROI traders have achieved with this system. But we already recorded the first session. And by getting in now, you'll have a major advantage in an instant access to the first session. So since you already missed one of the live sessions, the value of the program is still there, but I'm going to discount it even more because number one, it's not Memorial Weekend anymore, but number two, it's a new year here. Technically, you only get 5 of the modules live. So here's the AI stock trading system. So module 1 of the AI stock trading system, this is the complete AI stock trading system, the hottest emerging markets. You get the complete trading system overview, start with the end in mind, create an easy to follow step-by-step plan. So some of you guys, I hear it all the time. I was just talking with George this last week, one of our investors in StockMate, and he told me, he's like, I feel like I have what I need, but I'm not using a repeatable process. And once we got the repeatable process in his hands, he could do it. He stopped wasting so much time. And so that's what we got here. Stop wasting time on pump and dumps you don't need. This gets results simple and fast. Get your life back by working less, making more money on the go, and learn how to scale your portfolio. Module number 2. So again, this is going to be on a Zoom call. This is the second week that we're going to do inside the AI stock trading system. This is all about stock selection, picking high growth markets step by step. So assets, yet no gurus teach this. You learn my step-by-step how to identify undervalued AI assets for the fastest speed to profits, master how to compare and rank stocks based on my proven criteria, and then create a complete stock profit plan from top to bottom. So this is going to be super cheap compared to the lost time. The value is $997 for this module. And you also get the AI stock selection checklist. Module number 3 is the AI stock trading system. This is finding that honey hole where you have the prime segments of the different companies in the AI markets. AI is not a tiny market. It's impacting many different industries. And how do you find that honey hole? That's what this is all about, the market analysis and the stock pricing. The value is a $997 value. And whether you're focusing on established AI giants or hidden small cap opportunities, this module helps you uncover hidden pockets of profit. You'll learn how to create a profit path that will get you going faster. And this is the most exciting module in this virtual stock trading system here. Nobody teaches it. Skip the complexity, let the system show you the fastest path to profit. And it's so simple. Module number 4 of the AI stock trading system is dynamic and profitable pricing. How do you get those entries and exits? This is the entry and exit pricing. So you get profitable trades depending on knowing when you enter and when you exit. So if you're not buying assets, you're not making money, but you want to know the right entries and exits for those assets. So you get to learn my dynamic entry and exit price method for consistent gains. You also get the leverage of AI, so you always have those profitable trades. The value of this module is a $997 value. And then module number 5, full dynamic. This is full financial growth picture. So you get the 7-point framework to find high growth balance. You build your high growth balance sheets, the complete account diversification system. I won't waste your time. I'll teach you my top 5 ways to build your net worth with account segmentation fast. So it's actually like how do you invest? We talked about those things, but how do you actually segment your different accounts to invest right. And I'll show you how to use AI to do it all for you. Works in every situation, every time. Module number 6, AI stock trading system. So you're building your explosive portfolio, how to scale for the long-term success. This is where you learn how to get AI to do 90% of the work for you, 93%. My exact 4-step value unwrapping for the cryptos and stocks. So we're not just going over stocks here, we're going over broad portfolio long-term outlooks. Learn how to manage each asset with precision and identify high-value opportunities and structure your portfolio for growth that lasts no matter the market conditions. Some of you guys saw that when that market pullback hit earlier this year or last year in April, and the market pulled down, and everybody was saying, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do, and the market's pulling down. We actually were able to time that. We actually were shorting the market at that moment, and we were able to make money on the way down while still holding our other positions. And so there's ways that you can structure your portfolio so you can still make money even when the market goes down. And that's exactly what we go over in this module. And step-for-step stock analysis framework you can copy and paste for consistent, repeatable results. It's a value of $997. So you get the AI stock trading system. You get the complete system, all 6 modules. Value is $5,482. Classes begin next Thursday, or this Thursday, right? So this coming Thursday. The VIP reopened 75% off today. It's regularly $4,800. It's yours today for just $997. Or you can also use the afterpay or the monthly pay on the page, and it can break down into monthly payments for you. So you just go to cash2assets.com/trade now. cash2assets.com/trade now. And it will take you there. cash2assets.com/trade now. Let me first tell you this. There's a $1,000 profit money back guarantee. So the real risk here is literally staying where you are. The risk isn't trying. It's never changing. That is the risk. So it probably goes without saying at this point, since I'm pretty sure you know me, my sincerity by now. But for those of you guys who are still on the fence, let me just reiterate. You get a 30-day $1,000 profit money back guarantee. So if you go through and you use the system, you go through the 6 weeks and you still don't make $1,000 profit when using the bonuses, you get your money back guarantee. So try my system today, see for yourself what others have held back, and give me a fair shot. You owe it to yourself to make this small investment, follow the system, and experience the results. You already know what not doing this gets you. If you're investing in 2025 and you miss some of the opportunities in AI, you already know what it's like without the system. So I'm showing you what it's like with the system. This course this is what David said, completely changed how I think about trading AI stocks. I finally feel like I have a system that works, and I've already made my first profitable trade. So David, this was a testimony we got from David just 2 days after he joined the AI stock trading system. So you can go to cash2assets.com/trade now. Classes begin next Thursday. So Thursday, our next session, you can join in as soon as this Thursday for the AI stock trading system. Just go to cash2assets.com/trade now. So this isn't actually staying open. We got some bonuses I'm going to show you, and you can see some of the testimonials, and I have hundreds of testimonials, but you can see some of the returns, 184% over the last year, or month actually, 147% all time, You see people earning profits on a day-to-day, even breaking above the six-figure mark. There's another testimonial. You can go to cash2assets.com, trade now, or you can click the link in the description down below. So I have literally over 236 genuine life-changing testimonials from people all over the world. And I can tell you, I've spent the number you see on the screen on training. I've wasted what would be between my time and money over $500,000 on just dumb ideas. And I've chewed through more than 15 strategies that I didn't need. I've made over 2,000 stock trades. I've rented an office that I didn't even need. I've overcomplicated my portfolio for years, and that's what I used to do, and left millions on the table and read over 235 books. And I burned through multiple years of my life that I will never get back figuring this out. Here's another one from John. John says, the step-by-step approach made everything so easy to understand. I can't believe I didn't start earlier, says John. I've already made gains using the strategies in StockMate. Wait a second. This is the AI stock trading system. This is 6 weeks of classes that you get starting this Thursday. However, aside from the live classes, John's talking about StockMate. Let's go into, for the 100 seats that are available, we have a fast action taker bonus. Fast action taker bonuses. Are you guys ready? All right, so type the word go in the chat if you are taking action. Type the word go in the chat if you're taking action. Okay, so this is the first bonus, okay? We got flip a switch that puts your portfolio 100% on autopilot. So you can just sit back and let trades land in your buy box. 100% on autopilot. The world debut of Prophecy AI. So some of you guys know this. I'm sure you know this if you're an investor of any kind. Is that the normal stock finding system, and look, you might build a list, you might dive into financials, you might check the news and start over. But it looks something like this. You build the list, you analyze the market, you check the chart, you see the financials, you read the news, compare the stock, make a trading plan, enter the trade, and then you have to refresh and repeat. It's a process for you to trade successfully. So until now, analysis automation has been designed to focus almost exclusively on just buy, sell ratings. So profitable trades normally take technology and human skill. But imagine if you could automate the technology and then eliminate the human skill to make better trades. So this is bonus number 1. You get Prophecy, the AI Max plan. Normally $297 a month. You get 6 months free and save your spot in the beta group Prophecy AI and get predictive AI and market analysis. So this is a value of $1,782, and you're getting 6 months free of Prophecy AI. So let me just show you really quick. Let me show you what this this looks like. I think I can pull up a. Let me see if I can. Can I pull up the? Here we go. Can you guys see my screen? Okay. All right. Hopefully you can. So this is the Prophecy AI app. Okay, so how Prophecy AI works is you're getting access here and you can search any stock that you want, okay? So you could search any stock that you want. So I could search a stock here like APLD, for example. And as soon as I search the stock, there's a few things you'll notice. And actually, let me even go back a second. Let me go back to search for a second. So first thing you're going to notice when the Prophecy AI, this is what you're getting. You get Grok, you get OpenAI, you get Claude, and you get Gemini. Okay, so the bonuses are going to disappear, okay, because the attention matters. This is very important. So the bus is not waiting. If you want to get this bonus of Grok, OpenAI, Claude, and Gemini, which are the ultra models of Gemini, the newest and best available models that you get here from these companies. You could select one, and then you select the model that you want. So I'll select Grok here, and then I search the stock I want, and immediately I'm getting an analysis here, and I have my watch list on the left, I have my analysis on the right. This is my sidebar. I can now see projections from all of the best AI models in the world on any stock that I want. So I could see the projections on APLD in this widget here. And how it works is you have the ability to search any stock, and then you have the ability to use different widgets to use AI to help you make decisions. So in this case, we're getting projections. You also get fundamental and technical analysis here, where you can see the reasoning behind that projection. And then you also get the nearest support levels, the resistance levels, based on which time frame you're trying to trade. All those numbers may change. And you get different pages. If you want to have, a different page over here, maybe you want to use quantum analysis, which we offer. You can use, did you know that we just added IonQ and Rigetti for quantum analysis? That's right, I could click on Rigetti and see what Rigetti stock has to say about all of the AI future projections for the stock. Looks like the 1 day has the most confidence. And I can see the projections for APLD here. I also got news down here, which I don't have to go through for many minutes or hours. I can just hover over the news article from the company, and I'm already getting in, and I can see what this news article means, and I can read right now. I have different pages that I could do, and I can even get the projections as soon as 1 hour from now, or up to 1 week, or even as far out as 1 year for any company from any AI model that we have. So here's the thing. If you want to go use this on your own, you can go add these models, and you could go add GPT Pro and Gemini Ultra, and this is our bundle page, Grok Heavy, and you could add Claude as well. And you could see that each one of these models is around $200, even as high as $300 a month for Grok. And we give you a discounted price, for these models. In fact, it comes out to just $297 a month when it'd normally be $869. But what I'm telling you is, rather than having to go upgrade here, you can get all of these models as a bonus for free for 6 months when you join this AI stock trading system. So the AI stock trading system that we just did here, let me see, here we are, that we were just going through, you're getting access to Prophecy AI Max plan for 6 months free. Save your spot in the beta group and get the predictive AI analysis. It's a value of $1,700 you get free alongside the AI stock trading system of the 6 weeks of classes. So all you have to do, again, is go to the link in the description or click cashtoassets.com/trade to go claim the offer before it goes away. And I already see some of the comments. I see some goes in there. So comment the word go. And then, sure, I'll also type the word later if you want the same results that you've had for the last year later. Or type the word go if you're going to take some action. I'm here to friendly give you a reminder here that the results that you get in 2026 will be, they're going to be up to you. And if this saved you just one bad trade, would it be worth it for you? If it made you more consistent, would that matter for you? That's the question. All right. So bonus number two, you get to jump on a one-on-one strategy session with my team. So this could be me or someone else, but there's a good chance you'll be talking with me. You get a one-on-one call, a launch call, where we can go over, get you logged in. Like I said, it's white glove experience. I have our team of nearly 10 members where we make sure every user is, very well catered to, has everything they need to make the experience comfortable. I get that it's scary. I get that sometimes you can feel anxious, but I can tell you the goal is to make it so that AI makes things simpler for you, not harder. It's actually less complex than what you're currently doing. And so this takes out the complexity. And if you think that AI is too scary for you, or if you think that using technology is not your strong suit or something like that, just know like that's literally what we do. And all of the investors that we work with and myself, this is what I'm using right now. And it's making things simpler for me. So you get a one-on-one call just in case if you're even after getting your purchase not feeling right, you want to go into, make sure you're logged in okay, make sure you're using it correctly and that you get the full understanding. That's what you get when you get the growth launch strategy call as a bonus. You get the one-on-one. So the bonus number 3 is Stockmates. That's right. You get 6 months membership to our daily live trading sessions, and they will help you make faster progress and get in the room each day at market open. So what Stockmate includes? It includes the daily live trading sessions. You get to see my entries, see my exits. You get to surround yourself with other like-minded investors. There's just under 3 dozen millionaires, and also didn't even include it, but when you get Stockmate, you get a free t-shirt included as well when you join Stockmate. So you get to be there each day at market open. 6 months from now, you can have a totally different understanding of the market. It's a value of $1,197, and you can get in as soon as tomorrow at market open, not next Thursday for our classes, but as soon as tomorrow, you can start accessing the live sessions as well. Bonus number 3. And if you want to know what Stockmate looks like, I can actually show you here. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Here we are. So live trading is happening in 15 hours. So it's early in the morning at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. So if you're there, it's 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. Okay. So it's early, but it could be great for 2025 or 2026 for you. If you're on the East Coast, it's easy. It's 9:30 a.m. And some people tune in while they're working. They got a earbud in on their way to work or when they're starting their day off. But we're there every day, Monday through Friday, and you get access as well. We just came out with earnings for this week. We got APLD earnings with some targets. They're reporting earnings this week. We just came out with that. So you're getting Prophecy app, so the Prophecy AI. All right, so you get the full analysis that you can actually start getting your analysis done right now. Boom, we can pull up APLD. You can start getting projections. You get the daily live trading, and this also includes about 60 plus lessons on my technical and fundamental analysis, as well as options and even some crypto. And then you get the community. You can talk with other investors, some that are millionaires, some that are beginners, and then also you can always send me a message if you need to. So again, open to questions at this point. If you have questions, go ahead, drop them down below. If you're ready, I would encourage you to simply take a look at the first link in the description below, or you can go to the link here on the screen, cash2assets.com/trade now. Classes begin next Thursday for our 6 weeks of AI stock trading systems. 2 tickets to Stockmate Live. So anyone and everyone who makes over 6 figures with their investing portfolio over the next year gets a personal invitation to come hang out with me at my place in California or in Florida. So a value of $4,800, you get everyone who makes over 6 figures. So imagine you, 1 year from now, you get 2 tickets for free. Come out, hang out with my team and me in a place in California or Florida after a 6-figure year. That is the goal here. Okay, bonus number 4, you get those Stockmate Live tickets. So you get the AI stock trading system. You get the complete system, all 6 modules, value of $5,482. Classes begin this Thursday. VIP reopen, 75% off today, normally $4,800. It's yours today for just $997. You you can go to the link below, or you can go to cash2assets.com/trade now. And keep in mind, if you want to use the monthly pay, there's also a monthly pay option. You can do the Afterpay or the Klarna or the Amazon Pay is available for you there. There's also Apple Pay as well, or PayPal works as well. So here's what you're getting: the 6 weeks of the online, the AI stock trading system. So that's Zoom calls. You access to the community, stock meet, accountability partner, coaching call, action-based money back guarantee, plus all the bonuses over $5,000 value. It's yours today for $9.97. Go to the link in the description below, or click the link on the screen. Or not click the link, but you can go to the link on the screen. So again, guys, you got the action-based money back guarantee. Like, you already know my sincerity by now. The risk really is just not trying here. It's fairly risk-free. That's all you got. Don't wait. You committed yourself to succeed. And right now is your shot. All right. Sometimes it's the smallest decisions that change your life forever. I've got to say that there's just one small decision you can make for 2026. This could be it. So I'd love to see you guys there. And I appreciate you all. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, opening it up. If you have any questions, we're good to go. And I'm here at this point for you if you got any questions. But again, if you click the link, it should answer all your questions there. And there's also the checkout. You just enter your first name or your full name, your email, your details, and then you're good to go. Once you go through that, you'll get to a thank you page. And then on the thank you page, it will take you to the logins, and you get logged in. And look out, because I will call you as well, as long as we have the capacity, which I believe we will. I've made 100 phone calls. I called every single Stockmate member. We got hundreds of them, and I called them all. And so, yeah, would love to give you a call. And any questions after that, you can always hit the support email as well that's provided on the thank you page. And appreciate you all. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button. Hopefully you guys learned a ton at this time. And I appreciate you all. I'll see you in the next one.